Quilt Shop, where the threads don't stop, cutting corners full of charm, wrap the world in quilts so warm. Needles hum a steady beat, every quilt a story sweet. Join the fun, we're here to share, with every stitch a little care. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, where the threads don't stop, cutting corners full of charm, wrap the world in quilts so warm. Stitch by stitch, the colors bloom, threads of joy in every room. Come and see what love can make, a patchwork dream with every take. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, where the threads don't stop, cutting corners full of charm, wrap the world in quilts so warm. Patterns dance, the fabric sings, turning scraps to treasured things. Piece by piece we'll sew it right, bright as day and calm as night. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, where the threads don't stop, cutting corners full of charm, wrap the world in quilts so warm. Needles hum a steady beat, every quilt a story sweet. Join the fun, we're here to share, with every stitch a little care. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop.
You're live.
Oh, hello! Welcome! Glad to see you. It's been a month. What have you been up to? I've been up to shenanigans and kerfuffling and all sorts of fun things. Indeed. And cheers. Cheers, everybody. Welcome back. How is everybody? How is everybody? What you been up to? Papa's making me laugh. Of course, we got the star of the show. She knows it. Ha, there she is. The star of the show, Sophie Lofi. Sophie Lofi. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Isn't she just the cutest? Isn't she just the cutest? Yes, happy Saturday, everyone. Hello, Lois and Lori and June and Tracy, Albert and Pauline and Lori Clark and Tracy Provis, Roxanne, Cheryl. What's going on? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Say something now. Charlotte. Here, we'll give her another one because she's the bestest. So we have some friends that have been hanging out in the yard. The Fulford farm has quadrupled in size. We have a family of foxes, a mama and a daddy, and their 4 little kits. Hold on, let's go, there we go. Living under the shed between, there's like, it goes the house, the shed, and then the shop. So they are freaking adorable. They play around and chase each other and do a little pounce, and it's just, I could watch them all day, but clearly I got things to do. We, of course, are worried about Sophie and the encounters with them, and, of course, the mommy and the daddy as the babies get a little bit more adventurous. So there was a kind of a, I wouldn't say a close call, but they were about 10 feet from each other. I don't know which one it was, a mommy or a daddy at that time because it was dark. We didn't know there was both of them until yesterday. So we just thought it was the mom and the 4 kids. But both Marcus and I saw the mom and the dad out there with the 4 babies, and we were like, last night, we're like, oh my goodness. So we got a whole family hanging out. On a good note, I haven't seen a rat or evidence of a rat for like weeks. So the babies are clearly getting well fed. Or any mice or squirrels or chipmunks. I noticed as I had the windows in the shop open yesterday, all I could hear were the birds. So I was like, hey, they gotta live too. So I totally understand. So what's everybody else been up to? And welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. So yes, here, cheers again. Cheers again, me friends. What have you been up to? I know it's been a month. It's been a fantastic time away. I had the most glorious adventure with my friends. So, all right. So we are going to work on today. If you go look and click in the description down below, you will get an Etsy link to where this pattern is. It comes in 4 sizes, 8, 9, 10, and 12, as you want to do your block. I did the sample block, the one you see as the thumbnail, as a 12-incher, because I thought I was looking more for a life-size lobster block, okay? So, of course, if you want your lobsters on point, you can this way, you know, that way, whatever way you want to do your lobsters, it doesn't matter. So I think a nice fun quilt with all the different colored lobsters. There actually is a yellow lobster, it's like a golden lobster, and a blue lobster out there. There's also one that is half and half. It's half gold and half blue. So be inspired by nature on how you make your lobster. Okay, so this is a paid pattern. It's not free, but great, fantastic credit to the artist. Lobster by Joe, June, and May. Okay, that's who they are. Let's go to the desk so you can actually see their name right there. Well, actually, you know what? We'll go here. Okay, sorry. Right there. There we go. Lobster by Joe, June, and May. Super cute, super easy. Again, comes in 4 sizes. I've been doing the 12-incher, and it goes together really quite fast. These are just little sections that breaks out to, and then you're good to go. Okay. Hey, Pat Remus Schneider, welcome in. Hello, Miss Nadine. Hello, beautiful. Missed you. Hope you had a I did, and I missed you too. Thank you, Miss Nadine. Thank you, everybody. How's Roxanne? She says, hi, everyone. So, very cute. I did it. I whipped it up yesterday. It took me a few hours, so, you know, stick around. We're gonna finish it today. So, yeah, and that's what we're gonna work on. Oh, there's the foxes. Yeah, there. Pop shared a picture right there. Yeah, the mom and daddy, and I think that was 2 of the babies or 3 of the babies. I'm not sure, but the other 2 have been running around. We have seen them, so. They're so super cute. Oh my gosh. So we are very cautious. We're actually going to make sure when we take Sophie out, when they're more active, as soon as like it comes to dusk, that we take her out on a lead. And I even contemplated of taking her out the front door instead of the side door, just for the fact that, you know, it's less possible contact with them, right? So, you know, she's got lots of space in the front too, right? So we'll figure it out. Yeah, they totally are absolutely adorable. So, of course, we're just a little worried about any confrontations between the 2, right? So, because with me being gone for 2 weeks, and last week was very quiet with me, like only limited being out here. Sunday, I got home like really early on Sunday morning, so like 2 a.m. So Sunday I just I didn't go to sleep until like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then it was only like fitful, and then I kind of off and on napped, and then Monday was a holiday, which was good because I kind of just off and on napped and puttered about. Tuesday, I was just too mentally and physically exhausted from apparently napping or just living. But I also had infusion last week too. So I had like 0 energy level. So, oh, thanks, Lois. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. I gave you guys a thumbs up. Hey, Candy. I'd like to start with the larger sizes on new ones in case the pieces are a bit difficult. I'm actually subscribed to their... Oh, fantastic. No, they're super easy pattern. I went looking for something slightly different, but I'm glad this came along because lobster season is upon us here in Nova Scotia. We got Lobster Festival coming up in about a month. So, yeah, we're pretty excited about that. So we're going to make a lobster. I'm going to share it. We always took our dogs out on leashes for the same reason when we dog sat. Well, that's just in case, right? And especially she's been really selective on her hearing. So, I mean, we're all guilty of that, are we not? A little selective on her hearing. So it's just like, come on, pepperoni. And I don't want her getting into trouble, right? So. And she's too curious. She can hear them underneath the shed. She just wants to, you know. She gives them the old wufferonies and does the whole, like, hair hawk thing, you know. She's getting all fluffy. The foxes are very adorable. They make the oddest noises, though. You wouldn't think that noise comes from a fox, but it does. You like the barge yellow behind me? That is literally one of my all-time favorites. And if anybody were to ever get that, it means I love you. A lot. So I'm selfish, so I'm keeping it. For now. It's one of my favorites. I love that little pop of green in it. And, I don't know, I just really like it. And it has such a mix of colors too. I've got like pencil fabric in there. I've got like an old bed sheet in there. I've got black fabric with blue bows in it. I've got like bubble fabric. I forget, like there's some grays in there too. So, love that term, Harry. Oh yeah, well it does. She does a little. She's on the butt. It's like this, like a little hair hawk with a whoop. So. She cracks me up. What do I say to that? Good to know. I'm like, glad. I'm on the list. Hey, Nadia, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, yeah, we lost our little stitchy thing. Yeah, our whole little streaming computer decided to go. So we had to restart stuff. Okay, so anyways, what I'm doing right here is probably not what I really should be doing, but I'm kind of ripping some of the paper off of the back. So you don't have to if you're just kind of maybe doing this as a wall hanging, but you can see how, you know, flexible this side is because I've ripped the paper off majority, and this side is, of course, very, very stiff. You can hear it. It's still got the paper attached. So you decide what you want to do for your lobster. If you want to give them an odd colored leg, that's completely up to you. It tells you very specific in the instructions on what to sew what together and to make it come together as beautiful as like mine has turned out. So yeah. Okay, so let's clean up my paper mess and let's get started. I did do the two of the biggest background pieces, this one right here, this one and this one already. So what I did is I just laid the pattern piece on my fabric the way I needed it. So this is the right side, this is the wrong side, right? And then I just did I pinned it, and then what I did is I did a stitch in each of the corners. Okay, you can just kind of see that. A little stitch in each of the corners. That way I know this paper is going to stay together, and then when I go to sew it or cut it or trim it or anything like that, it's not going to shift because it's exactly where I need it to be. When doing the printout, this one was a tad bit shy, so when it did not have its full 1/4 inch seam allowance allowed for this, so you make sure you add that. Okay, it's only an 1/8. You need to add another 1/4 on that printout. But this may be only just because of the 10-inch one. So be cautiously aware. There's that one, and then there's another point in the pattern. One second, let me just clean up the paper here, and then I'll show you another point in the pattern, just to make note if you're doing it on the 12er. Right here is another one you have to piece together. A10 and A10 there to make that little space right there. It does have a nice little overlap section, so just trim it up, line it up, and then go. I suggest taping one side of the pattern first and then lining up the other one and then just smushing the tape across, okay? And then on this one right here, which is one of the K pieces, which is the body, when it prints out, it doesn't come all the way to the edge, so I put a piece of paper underneath and then just drew a line where the seam allowance was to give me the pattern complete out, okay? So those are just two little things that I just had to maneuver on both patterns, okay? So it wasn't just like a misprint on the first one or something like that. It was like, you know, whatever. It's just what it is, so take note. Hello, April. How you doing? All right, so that's what we're doing. Is anybody going to go and download the pattern? It is super cute. 4 sizes, 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch, okay, that this comes in. And of course, if you want, you can have it on point. I like the way that it is on an angle because you can literally have it all 4 ways. You know what I mean? Like, or even like 8 ways, this way and that way. You know what I mean? Like sideways. It's a great block. Me love me the most. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing. We were thinking about you while we were away there, Miss Tracy Albert. Hoping everything was all good with you. You're doing nice. Nice. It is, I think it's only $10 Canadian. That's probably what, like, I don't know, what, 3 pesos for you Americans. So, you know, and you get 4 sizes, right? Okay, what does it, yeah, that's true. We actually looked that up because the boys had sent me a photo of the fox and the kits before I'd left California, and we actually got into that discussion. So Allison looked up on her phone, like, I said there was a whole like thing out there. What a fox sound. A fox sounds like a sound that you don't think it would sound like. So, you know, look it up. If you're unfamiliar or have no idea what a fox sounds like, go look one up. You'd be very surprised. All right, more tea, and then we'll get started. I just like picked a piece and started working on it. The first one I did in a fabric, all the same. The second one, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If I should do it as, oops, hold on, this fabric right here, this kind of marbly red, or B, Scrappy Lobster. A or B? How many people are in the chat?
37.
37? Okay. I want at least 15 of you people to vote. A for this fabric as a 1, or B for Scrappy. A for this, B for Scrappy. A for this, B for Scrappy. They are very loud. There's like a piercing, you know, like a chicken, pterodactyl, bird, rabbit, dog thing. B? Lois says B. B? Okay, that's 2 for B, 3 for B, 4 for B. All right, you're out of here. Nice. All right, okay, Scrappy Lobster it is. We got some funky fabrics. We got polka dots. We've got like all sorts of, this is going to be a funky lobster. Hey, Anne-Marie. Hey, Susan, welcome in. Hey, Pauline. Craft a simple life. So I do have a little bit from the that I made from the first lobster, which is like oranges and reds with a bit of gold. I just thought it would look really cool as a lobster, and it seems to. So we got some flowery fabric. Okay, so if it was the Scrappy, I had two fabrics. It was going to be a yay or a nay on. Yeah, yes or no to this and this. Yes or no. Yes or no to those ones. I had personally wanted to do Scrappy, but then I thought, well, maybe some people won't like that. So, yes, that's what I mean. They're like a rabbit. When a rabbit dies, or when something's killing a rabbit, it sounds like a screaming baby. Hey, Lamb Chop, how you doing? No? Okay, all right. I didn't think so, but I thought, you know what, I'd ask you guys. Okay. I think that was the only two that I was super concerned about. Okay, let's put that. Because I still like the red on red polka dot. I still thought that was no on the stars. Okay, well, we'll take them both out because even the ladybug had a bit much on it. So hold on, we'll take the ladybug out here. Only had a few bits. But I have some tone. Oh, and yes or no? I'm going to assume no because we didn't like the other ones. Okay. That's fine. I don't care. It's fine. And that is just a tiny little star. We may only get like one chunk on there somewhere.
But a bit of the maple leaf fabric as on the tail.
On the tail?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll save a chunk of that for the tail then. Okay. All right. Pop suggestions. Okay. All right. The other ones we'll pop to the side. Okay. I think I'm finally getting better, maybe. I've been sewing much. Hey, nice. Nice. Awesome. On my positive sign. Oh, very good. Awesome. Welcome back. Is Lois still all alone? Her husband went on a biking trip while she was away. And then she came home to like an empty house. And then she's just being an Uber driver to all her friends as they go on their other vacations and stuff. I was like, she's going to put the miles on her car. Yeah, Miss Allison was a fantastic and gracious and lovely and amazing host to us. And the San Clemente State Park, where we camped at for 2 weeks, was amazing. We met so many wonderful people. Sandy and Brent and Cindy and her husband that was on the other side. I forget his name. And then we had Mark and Joan. And I'm sure there's others I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry. No, he came home. Oh, nice, awesome. Well, welcome home, Mr. Pat. Did you have a great time? Hey, Confident Quilter Gladys. Okay, let's get Boogie in here. Okay, so let's do some tail. Oh no, the body. We'll do the body. Let's grab both bodies. Body yaddy yaddy. Hold on. I lost a body. I lost a body. That's what you never want to hear from the morgue. I lost the body. No, I'm serious. I did lose a body. Oh, there you are. Ha ha! Found the body. We found the body. Matt and Joan. Oh, I'm sorry. Why do I want to call him John? Oh, it's Candy and John. No, Cindy and John. And Matt and Joan. Thank you. Not Mark. It was. I'm sure Miss Allison is going to do a video via her channel on the vlogs that she does there via Allisine Stitchin. Somebody, one of our moderators, could share Miss Allison's channel in our chat, or even if Kent, if you could. That would be awesome and amazing, because you'll see all the behind the scenes and all the fun and shenanigans we got into on her channel. She was the hostess and the mostest. Once she has stuff that she wants to share with everybody, then out there, then I can share the other stuff that we're going to do like on the side. So, you know, because we've got a couple of art projects we're going to do. Oh, my stuff arrived, Lois and Tracy. My stuff that I need. I don't want to say anything about it in chat, just in case. But the stuff that I had ordered had arrived. Yesterday? Was it yesterday or this morning?
Yesterday. Yesterday,
okay. Well, I'm happy there was no bail money needed. I would have called you first. I'll be like, April, sell one of those grandbabies. We need some bail money. I'm kidding. I never say that. Well, not like I mean it. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, let's grab some reds and just kind of play around here. First, let's not get that in the way. Like I said, we got our backgrounds. It just says you just kind of work each section. So I worked each section, then trimmed them out to the way they needed to be, and then I started sewing those sections as per the instructions. Okay, so what are you doing? What? They can't see you. Here, there you go. There she is. Hey. Mama's not losing it. Mama's not losing it. Up on your bed, and I'll give you another treat. Up. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, hey, Jamie. How you doing? We haven't streamed in a month, so I'm so happy to see you. Hello. Just giving some love to the Lofi first. Okay. Giving some love to the Lofi. She's the cutest little Popey. High five. I know. She's the bestest, isn't she? Crept us up all life. We paid it off by hemming and mending. Oh, the bail. Hey, I tried. I tried to get us a gig of mending and fixing and stuff at the campsite. Totally did. I was like, hey, make a little money, make a few friends. We actually made a lot of friends. Our little stitchy tent brought a lot of people to the yard. Let's put it that way. All right, well, welcome in, everybody. Let's get sewing a lobster, all right? So we're going to do this. Okay. But we're going to do it scrappy. So, since we're doing 2 of these, one is going to be able to be given away, but not today, closer to the Lobster Festival that we have in Pictou County here. So, soon, TM. Okay. I just kind of want to see what I have in front of me for fabric-wise to play with for the tails. Body. It's the body. Well, it's the tail, but you know what I mean. It's this part here. I'm planning this part right here, okay? So they're going to go like this. Like this, okay? And if you rough cut your pattern out, here, let's go here, okay? If you rough cut your pattern out, this is where you actually need your trim line to be. So if you make sure that your fabric that you need for this project is beyond your, your rough cut, you're good. You're golden, okay? Yeah, quite a few puppers we snuggled with too, yes. Tracy was pretty determined to, hold on, Cooper and Dakota, right? Cooper and Dakota. Cooper was having none of anybody. He didn't want anybody or nothing of nobody. Been doing good. Been making Devon pouches with my scrap vinyl. We'll be diving into my fat quarters to make more as well as essential pouch pattern. Oh, really? What's that all about? What's that all about? Okay, I think I'm gonna want, I kind of want the dark, these 2 to be the dark pieces, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. Doesn't look like it. Do I have another chunk of this? Ooh, slightly different. That's okay. That'll be good. That's not, I think it's the same kind of fabric, but just on different tonal cut sections there. Or we do something. Oh, is this better match? Oh, there we go. We'll do those 2. Okay, we'll try and do those 2. As for those 2 pieces, just to have a little bit of matchiness, a little bit. I shall win Cooper over next time. Yeah, he was so cute. All the puppers were cute, and it's interesting how puppers know dog lovers. So yeah. So what I was doing when I first started off for my first piece, and it should tell you back here what piece you should be starting off with. So I was picking the wrong one. So it's the 1. It is section K, but it is 1 and then 2. So K1, K3, K4, K5, and K6 are all the lobster body. The K2 is the background, okay? So just make sure you're taking note of that. And I only need a tiny little piece, so I'm just going to do this. Grab a few of these little chunky bits here, okay? There are patterns designed by Stokect. Okay, I'll have to look them up if anybody else wanted to look at it. Thank you, Tracy Provis, for sharing Miss Allison's channel. So yes, go give her a subscribe, and on her next VOD, I'm sure she's in the process of making. She's actually off to a wedding this weekend. A family member's getting married. Yeah, so good luck to them. Happy, joyous moments. Okay, so I'm going to try and make those 2 first pieces the same-ish as well if I can. So I'm just going to try and cut a chunk that I know is going to fit here. And of course you want to put it so the back sides are together. So this is the front and this is the front. So you want to put those back sides together. You can line it up with when you have a straight edge that you fold on your next line, which would be the 2, okay? So fold on the 2. And then you can do your 1/4 inch trimming. There is a 1/4 inch trim ruler out there. I misplaced mine. So I'm just taking my regular ruler and placing it a 1/4 inch away, like the 1/4 inch is laying right on the fold, and then trimming up. And then I'm going to add my background piece. Okay, so I'm just going to take this chunk. I only need a little bit. Here, here. Place that underneath, next to each other. Make sure there's a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You could put a pin in there too. Probably should have, but I didn't. Or some people even put a piece of glue. And then just do that your first stitch right there, okay? Right, so, and then when you get to your machine, let's change cameras here. There we go. You're going to change your stitch down from a normal 2.4. That's what my JoeJuneandMae Memory Craft 6700P comes in at when I just turn it on. It's just the 2.4. But you want to turn it down to like a 1.5, 1.6, or 1.7, whatever is more comfortable for you. The closer the stitches together, the more it's going to perforate the material, and it's easier. The paper is going to be able to come off. Okay. Tracy, have I sent you a text about a serger thread? About serger thread? What about serger thread? I've got some serger threads. Do you need some? I don't really use them. Okay, so once we sew there, we're going to take that. We're going to fold our pieces outwards. Okay. Press on that little seam. Okay. And then we're going to take a fold for where the second line is between the K1 and the K3. Oh, I left just barely a smidge of seam allowance there. Oopsies, okay. And now we want to take another piece of red, okay? So we can use whatever we like that is going to fit that spot. I'm going to take a little bit of this guy because we're mixing our reds. If you're using the same red, you still want to not just use it as a whole piece, you still want to be able to have those ribs that create the tail, okay? And again, we're just going to sew on that line just to the end. Flip it over. Flip the fabric. Give a press. Next here is fold between the K3 and the K4. Just fold on the line here. And then we're going to have to take it to the board at this point in time because we need to trim a 1/4 inch seam allowance, okay? So back over here to the desk. Gonna lop that off a smidge. Actually, let's press this. Let's give it some heat loving first. Okay. Hey, Cynthia, greetings. I'm paying very close attention as I'm backwards and upside down when it comes to... Nope, I'm trying to be as instructive as possible. And if you have any questions, please just say something. We've got FPP professionals in this chat, including Miss Tracy Provis herself. So, all right. Would mixing some oranges in there be a little bit too much? Let's see. Let's see if how this plays out on camera here. Over the shoulder. Is that too much of a play on colors, or can we just keep that in? I have a friend selling serger thread on Facebook, 20 spools for $50, 4 colors. Oh, that's not bad. I kind of contemplated the bit of orangey red ones, so I don't know. What do you say, huh? What do you say? It's good, yeah. It is not a bad deal at all. But again, I don't need serger thread either. You like it? Okay. All right, we'll pop her in then. We'll pop her right in. Okay, so we've trimmed that up. Let's see if we can scooch it over just a smidgy widgy. Okay. And then we'll just sew right on the line. And then we just keep doing that all the way up. Well, it has a bit of the play on it, right? Oop, today. Oop. Is that going to be big? Oh, no, okay. Okay, can you see where I went wrong here? If I flip this up, I am just a smidgen shy. So I should have had it where I had it was more in the center and not off to the side. So I think FPP is trial and error. Totally, Natalie J, you got it. Amen on that one. And it really is. You gotta, it takes a few moments to wrap your brain around. There is a project actually behind Pop. If you would be so kind as to bring that over. It's one of my very first FPP projects, and I made it for him specifically. Because I really didn't understand this FPP, and I really wanted some precise points. to work with this. Here we go. So you can see what he's got going on here. And it helped me truly to understand the whole FPP concept. So because of those beautifully precise points, you needed to do the FPP part, right? So, and how's Miss Natalie today? Good to see you, my dear. Oh, thanks for sharing that link there, Pop, for the Joe, June, and May lobster pattern. Okay.
Yeah, the bot's now sort of working.
Okay, thank you very much for your help. Yeah, so that was the one, I think it was called Gemstones, and I got it from Craftsy when Craftsy was a quilt, like a quilting place. So, yeah. And I free motion quilted it. I also used, it'll never be anything besides Pop's, is because I used one of his mom's favorite flannel blankets when she was in the hospital, that you guys all recognize with the, you know, the stripe on it there, as the backing. So, and it's double battinged, and it was my first free motion quilting, a project as well, like just to learn the long arm. So I had a lot of firsts with that one. The first of like the big FPP project, and then the quilting. So why are you cracking the what are you do? Nothing but trouble, I tell you. Nothing but trouble. So that it was a good project. It was a fun project. So, and I wanted to use something as the backing that we would, you know, want to cherish. Instead of it just sitting in a closet, you know, it's now on one of his favorite quilts that I made. All right, so let's put that there. Again, we're just going to trim at the 1/4 inch. Okay. And we're working our way up to that one bigger piece that I wanted to put as a different color. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit dark on this one. I just want to mix or match her, but for a few spots. Yeah, he's been clean shaven for, I don't know, about a month and a bit now, I guess. It was his choice. Oh, I think I got shy on that. Is that too shy for the cut? It is. Okay. Seam ripper. Oops. Seam ripper. You're my best friend. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got a story to tell you. Okay. So, one of the days out and about, we're teaching at a girls' school. They were finishing up partially working on a star lap quilt project, about 30 inches by 30 inches. Beautiful, big star, right? Lots of learning half square triangles and putting pieces together with seams and stuff like that. Super, super fun and super easy. Well, super easy for us, okay? For someone new, it's not. So, anyways, Miss Allison has, this is her students that she teaches like every 2 weeks. It was like every week, and then every two became 2 weeks, and now it just became kind of once a month thing. Anyways, happy to be back again because we were there in January of 25. Us ladies again, right? So, anyway, she had talked to the girls about, you know, the Seam Ripper song and singing the Seam Ripper song and so on and so forth. So, there I am. I got the attention of all the kids, all the teachers and everybody else in the background. Start singing the Seam Ripper song. Who forgets a word? Stops completely dead in front of everybody, with a panicked look of my face of deer caught in headlights. And it just went completely totally forgot the words. It was a little bit embarrassing. Hey, Irish lady, how you doing? How's Linda today? Oops. Yeah. And everybody stopped. Even the ladies I was singing with that knew the song stopped dead. So it's just silence. It was a moment of nervousness. I can still be nervous. of nubbins. You go lay down. You're driving me nuts. Go on. Up on your bed. It just completely left my brain. I couldn't tell you the words to save my life. I did, yeah, in all fairness, I did the first verse just fine, but apparently I forgot the second verse, which really is just a repeat of the first verse. Just saying. It's not rocket science. But it might as well have been.
It's not rocket science, it's the science of rockets.
Maybe. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure when I go to stitch this, that it's going to cover all that I want it to cover. Where I want it to cover. I'm hoping. Okay. The only way to know is if we give it a go. So let's go. Nope, that sucked. Okay, I think we're going to have to need a bigger piece because that's just not covering what we need. Which is sad because I liked it, but that's fine. It'll be for another piece. I need a bigger piece. Words are hard. They are! I don't know, I just got looking at all their faces as I was singing and it just kind of went, shut down mode. Just when you think you have all your ducks in a row. No, you don't. You don't. Hey Rita, how you doing? Okay, so that is roughly one tail. Okay, and that's how I'll leave it until we do the trimming up at the very end. Just do them all at once and then you're just making a mess all at once. Okay, so that is going to be one part of the tail. Okay, hey Melanie, welcome in. All right, let's grab the other tail fabric that I had here. Please tell me I didn't. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Hold on. I thought I had them both right here. That's that. Is it underneath? Okay. Who saw where I put it?
What?
The other tail piece. I had them right beside each other.
Really?
And then.
Is it underneath?
Well, that's what I'm flipping and flopping. Flopping and flopping.
No, I meant underneath the other. You throw it on the floor?
I'm gonna think. Here, I'll put you guys outside for a second. And it's beautiful and green out there. Seriously, Fat Cat? Did I accidentally crumple? I don't think so. Hey, Donna Faye, how you doing? I'm just looking for that right now there, Tracy Albert. Seeing if I did. But I may have got it all fluffed up with the other fabrics when I was...
You're looking for a piece of paper or?
That. One that looks like that. But not done.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to look down there, but I don't
Or
see
does
anything.
it, or did it ever exist?
It did, because I was right at the beginning. Because I was talking about the tails. But I don't feel anything. I don't feel that paper.
It's not in the paper. It's not in the fabric.
Here. Let me go through this little stack. Ah, there it is. Okay, sorry. Thanks for your help.
Right there in the pile of paper.
Found it. Okay, so here. Gotta find the right piece. Yeah, don't do that.
Try not to hide them.
To poke you. Poke you. Oh no, Donna Fee! What happened? Oh no. One of those ducks is a pigeon. Exactly. Okay. So we're going to fold on the 2 line and make sure we're adding our background for that. Scoot over there. I'm not. Who are you talking about there, Rita? Yeah, he's actually, this is twice he's popped on screen today. I feel privileged.
I can't think of a time where I didn't have a beard and we streamed. Or filmed where I was in a film.
Maybe your very first live stream when you did like
No, because
turkey? Did we not do turkey?
if you look at all of our original photos, I had the long beard at that point.
It was a ZZ Topper.
Yeah.
Fell and twisted your knee. Ow! I feel you on the knee pain. Big time. Okay, I'm gonna sew this right there. But first I'm gonna pop a tiny pin. Phil, yikes.
I am young.
Yes,
I am younger.
360 days is not a lot, okay?
I am younger.
Not in elf years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's actually beautifully green out there. Look how luscious the grass is. We're expecting the cows, I would think. You can see them in the very upper left-hand corner. A couple little black dots. Those are the neighbors' cows. And they should be by any time, I would think, in the next week or so. You'd be able to see the little mookhowsers out there. Alright, so we're just gonna press this back and then work our way down. Okay. God, the simple life. I'm a saber-toothed tiger. That's how old I am. You credit me with the cougar part. Okay. Did you want to hand me colors?
Sure.
Okay. Just toss. Here, that one. Take this one. What about this one? This is good. All right. We're never going to get this done in like the 3 hours I was allotted. So we'll see how far we get at 2 hours, and we may make it two weekends. So, and then people can come and finish and sew up with me next time. Oops. That's a little bit too close on tone. I'll save it, but just for like a couple of bits up. Here, we'll try this one. Hey, Crowd Time, how you doing? Oh, thank you. It's just hair. It's hair. It grows. Pressure's on, bud. Pressure's on. Okay, it means that the top of the bodies are going to be different colors if I use that one.
So?
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's Scrappy, isn't it?
It is.
There you go.
There you go.
It's too far away from me.
I don't know if this is going to do, because that's what I had a problem with that piece. I needed like a bigger chunk. So.
Wider?
Yeah, I'll use this, and then that way at least those two top
everything
parts.
I'm not handing you nothing no more.
It's not that at all, dear.
This is too big. This is the wrong color.
We got my Goldilocks, what can I say?
But if you get it, it's just right.
It's what I'm looking for that goes with the rest of the lobster.
I'm trying to help.
I know you are. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, sugar plums. That's not big enough. Okay, back again. Seam ripper, seam ripper. Let's forget the words. Seam ripper, seam ripper. Because that's a goal. Checked and sorted.
We should come up with a new song.
Okay, you go ahead.
I said we.
Oh. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Welcome to the quilt shop. Okay, let's trim that out. And grab another of the pieces. Okay, so that is our two body pieces there. Okay, roughly trimmed out. Okay, let's grab another chunk. Let's do this. So we need a red. Which red? You gonna that one? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Will it fit?
It should. Got just this one little section here. And do you want me to use the two? This as the same piece, or should we do a second red?
You do you. You tell me.
We'll do a second piece because you said you wanted it scrappy, so we'll do it super scrappy, super duper scrappy poppy. Okay, so right here is two, so we're gonna fold on the two first. So we need a background chunk. No, background, which is that. Yeah. Let's see if we can find a half decent piece in there. I don't need that. I need one to fit that piece. Here, there we go. Okay,
See?
or here.
No, it's
What?
okay. You just threw it on the ground. That's it. No more helping. Stressing.
Why are you stressing?
No, I said stressing. Music.
Music in the quilt shop.
Now what?
I need a red piece to go for the other part of the claw. Or the tail, sorry, because this is the tail part. Or the Canadian chunk if you wanted the maple leaf. That would be a good spot for that too, right there. I can see it. I don't want to grab it because you're going to say I'm grabbing fabrics. Okay. Try and get a leaf on there. A bit of one. That should be okay. So slowly but surely you will get each little section chunk completed and make yourself a lovely little lobster. Okay, is that everybody around? Yeah, okay. So now we go 4. We need background. So that's all the red we need for this fabric. The rest is all background chunks to fill in. Okay. Hopefully that'll do. Oh no, that's not the same background. Sorry. Yep, there we go. Okay, and then we're gonna sew across. Make sure I got enough. I do. See, I went for the 12-inch one because I just wasn't, seemed like there were some small bits in there, and I just couldn't see how even doing it an 8-inch would you be able to see that tiny piece. So I was like, what? So I was like, okay, I'll pass on the small ones and do the 12-inch because, you know, if you can go big or go home, right? So.
I am home.
Well, I guess it is. Yes. Okay, so let's go this way. Yeah. You should all ask Pop what he was up to. He missed you. He did. He just has to aim better. So.
Do I know?
Then you wouldn't miss me. Am I easily missed? Is that it? I don't know. Or just missed enough. Then we got one more bigger chunk of background, and then that is Q, piece Q sorted. Okay. All right, and then we've got Q7. Let's cut. I'm not sure if that is gonna do her. That definitely would. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the fabric, dear. Hey, Susan, how you doing? It is a lot of small pieces, for sure. Oops, sorry. Let's go up Maine. That way there was cutting you off. Didn't realize that. Okay. What are we missing here? Why is that one shy there? Oopsies. Do we not move that red piece over enough? Okay, we need to fix.
Just put another piece in?
Yeah, we're going to slip another chunk in here. Right, hold on. Right in here, we're a smidgen shy. So I'm going to rip this back just a smidge, come back in here and do a flip. I didn't even see that until right this last second. So that is total. Sorry. Yeah, the only thing that is nice with the not nice with the long hair is that it's always in the camera way now. We never had that problem for like 7 years.
So you didn't tell everybody what I did to the house?
No, you need to tell people what you did to the house. It's not my story to tell.
I thought you told Lois and company. No?
Not my story to tell.
I did lots of stuff. I completely redid all of the water system. So we now have filtered water with UV protection. So that took me a good few days. And I was going to take down a wall. I had planned on it. But I just looked at the amount of activity that it would require, and I decided that it was time to have help for that. So we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and do that later. Too many big projects. But I did order all of the materials for the deck into the shop, so that the shop deck will be done, hopefully started tomorrow, and complete, you know, in the next week or so. So I also did the banister railing to the downstairs is no longer white. It's actually pine wood that's been sealed to sanded and looks amazing.
It does. Looks beautiful.
The wall in my office, so to make my office bigger. So, yeah, got a little bit done. Not everything done. We got the mower deck put on and the snowblower taken off.
I
And
need background chunks.
background chunks.
Yes, please.
Background fabric.
Yep.
Because the chunks you've got here are not big enough.
No, I had a feeling I was
So,
going to cut some.
yeah, lots of
Oh yeah, Gwenny knows. Gwenny knows the house.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was wondering who was asking.
Yeah.
There's only a few people that actually know the house.
Yeah, so got a little bit done. Also did a lot of relaxing. I also did a lot of work while I was done. We did some preparation for stream and had some long conversation about what that is going to look like in the future and new content ideas and things like that. So we look forward to having you all along for the ride that will be the next couple of series, I guess. What's on the other side of the wall? The living room. But it's actually closet space right now. So I was going to gain about 2.5, 3 feet in the room.
But unfortunately, there's no place to put any of that stuff from those closets because the stuff that came from the bedroom closet is now in the living room.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I did that part too. I took our dressers and I put our dressers inside the big closet that we have there. But I took all the crap that was in those closets and put that in the living room, and now there's no room in the living room, so I gotta clean that stuff up. You just gotta move stuff around a little bit more frequently.
Hey, a Zoom sewing day. That's nice. You should share the information with me. I'll pop over there, Donna Faye. I'll say, hey, ladies, what's up? Okay, that's another piece. I kind of want to do the same with the same kind of chunk of dark fabric. Can you find the other chunklets like that we were going to use for something else, but we didn't end up using it for?
Is that it?
No. It's a little bit lighter than that, but and it would be a square, like a 2-inch piecer. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Thank you very much.
So yeah, we've got some cleaning up to do. We're gonna get some bins and the things that have been in boxes since we moved here. You're making faces. We're gonna decide whether we're keeping it or throwing it out.
You hide here.
Yeah, just keep leaning forward to get that in the head. There's an auction this week. Hopefully I can either buy a 53-foot tractor trailer or a 40-foot container. That'll take care of the stuff as well. Because we've got some plans to expand my shop space out there.
Right. Taking on the lean-to part, but fixing it up, like putting a floor in. And we've already reinforced the outside wall by putting the paneling up, continuing around the shop. So, I mean, we have done a little bit. We just need to do a lot more this year, that's all.
Yep.
I heard there's lots of stuff. Yeah, that sofa needs a home. It does. For sure. Okay, so that's another chunk sorted. And when it gets to some of the smaller bits, it goes pretty fast. Let's see, is that going to be enough for that? Yes, it is. So that's the one. I need a red.
How big you?
Just they're all like mini. Yeah, that should do. They're like mini pieces. Also, but she's fantastic. Where? Oh, she just went laid over there.
Yeah, it's not about the space. It's about the building and then the taxes that come if we do builds on it. So
she fared very well while I was away, and the boys looked after her fantastically. So.
Yep.
She only missed me a smidge. That's what I'm gonna say.
Exactly. It's everything we do is one step at a time. We're gonna have to get some help in to do some of the stuff, but.
Hey, Deborah
plans-
Davidson, how you doing? I had the lovely pleasure of meeting her when I was down in California. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Appreciated you. You taking your
Fold it over
time.
on the bottom.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Ooh, just shy, chinny chin chin there. I need another red piece. Long red.
Long red, like that.
No, that's unless you want them to match. There we go. Do some dots. Can you outdoors the? Yeah, you can. Can't we? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, thought so.
We could put doors and windows in them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eventually, the shipping container will get emptied, and after we fill it, and then we will. It will become my office as well. So lots of plans. Just gotta wait for the funds.
4 and 5. Okay, so 4 is tiny little background. How's Miss Gwenny today? How you doing? How's everybody today? I'm happy to see you. I know it's been a month. I wasn't even sure we'd see anybody today. Yeah, it'll be plenty. I'll need another one just kind of like that. Can we skip that, please?
No.
Okay, fine. Where am I? 5. Okay.
Oh, I got plans for the front wall of the building as well, Lori. And had it been a nice weather when I was off, it would have been done. Big enough?
I'm gonna be hopeful. If not, I know the seam ripper. Well, I don't know if I know the seam ripper song.
I pretend to know the seam ripper song.
I don't think so. No, flipped over. It's not gonna be. No. It's just shy. Too shy to shy. Hush, hush. Yeah, there's a couple that live in Nova Scotia here that turned 4 of them into a house. 2 stacked this way and then 2 stacked this way. Oh, thank you, Donna Faye, for being a member of our Stitch Circle. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Okay, so that's fine. It'll try. Okay, next piece. All right, there we go. Big chunk of background.
How would I get to the office? I'll probably walk. It's only going to be 15 feet. It'd be no different than Laura-Lynn coming out to the shop.
Yeah. Good, 6 weeks in surgery now, and hey, nice, awesome. That is fantastic news. Fantastic news. Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, we're not building a whole home. It'll just be an office out there, and then out here will be my workshop.
There we go. And now at 2, we need...
Snow blowing, Gwenny. We have a snow blower. Yeah, long commute, 50 feet. It'll be more steps than I've walked in years to get to my office.
But no, Miss Sophie's right here, right beside Pop, actually. She's wandering around. A little lost. That's okay. Aren't we all?
Nope. I know where I am. Not lost. What do you need?
A red piece. A longer red piece.
Long thin?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, that'll do her. Thank you. I like the contrast of reds we got going on here. It's going to be a beautiful lobster. A very beautiful, unique lobster. And of course, one person will get a chance to win either one of the ones that I've done here. So you get the choice. So if they want the Scrappy one, they get to win the Scrappy one. And if they want this one right here, then they can have this one right here, which was my first little like sample one, sort of tester. Okay, but we'll be doing that maybe not next weekend, but we'll see. We'll see.
It's a bib.
It could be.
It's a lobster bib.
It could be a lobster bib. You
There
could
we go.
totally turn it into a lobster bib.
It's a lobster bib.
Lobster tie. You
Mm.
turn it down the other way. Make it so so he's like this way. So there you go, lobster tie. Now we need a background chunk.
Look, I'm at a display wall now.
The breadcrumbs. The birds will nap it up in no time.
Will the lobster come with French bread?
I don't know.
Do you think it's a good idea? Shipping bread?
Shipping bread? No.
Probably not.
No.
It might get tariffed.
Could get something.
Yep.
I need the background chunks, please. Yep. Thank you. Gonna be enough. Yep. Ones they gave out website. I don't remember the plastic ones. I wasn't fancy enough to go Red Lobster. Okay, now let's just rough trim this up a bit for any of the extra little pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there.
Okay, later. Thanks for
Later.
your help.
I'm glad I could help.
I'm glad you could help too. Okay. Everybody wave bye to Pop. He's still here though.
Oh, you want that?
Oh, is it? She's got to go? Okay. She's got to go. Outside, don't you know? But beware of the fox and her family. They're living underneath the shed. Do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do. He's still here-ish. Ish. Well, you are, but you're just like over there.
I'm way over here.
Way over there. Cheryl's waving at you. He's waving back, Cheryl. Hey, Charlotte Vander, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy to have people hanging out today. Wasn't sure if anybody was going to show up. I was like, oh yeah, we got a stream.
Sophie, come on.
Okay, we got 1, 2, and 3. So this is a pattern that is in the description. Is not free. It is well worth it though. Let me tell you, it is a fantastic pattern by JoeJuneandMae. And it is, like I said, it's in the description. Go help support them. It is an easy pattern. Came together pretty easy. No real issues whatsoever. Yeah. And we're doing this to... Lobster Fest is coming up. It is, Nadine. I find it easy because it's literally telling you what to do every single step of the way. You just have to put your color in. That's really it. So if you wanted a rainbow lobster, you can mix all your pieces where it has the darker fabric or darker bit on the pattern here. You could mix that up. You can have orange, yellow, green, and then have your same background. I'd keep to the same background if you can. If you did a themed background, like say you had ocean fabric or water drips or blue with dots or something like that, I think that would be really good to add to the effect of the lobster. But you could totally mix these colors up any way you like. So we're doing ours in a very scrappy fashion. So here's like one of the tail colors there. You know, oops, looks like, did we miss one? Oh, we did miss one. One right in there. Oops, we'll have to fix that. That was silly. But yeah, like, so these are like the two tail fabrics that are supposed to kind of go together, right? And it's just a whole big mix and match sort of situation. It's just, there's a lot of waste with foundation paper piecing because you need this tiny little space right here, this tiny little chunk, and you're going to use like a big chunk like this to get that, because not only do you need the seam allowance in this direction, you need the seam allowance in this direction, and this direction, and that direction. So you end up having a bit. So then all those little bits that you cut off end up being tiny little pieces that you really can't use anymore, right? Like little bits like this. So it is a bit wasteful, but if you want those precise points and piecings, foundation paper piecing is definitely the way to go. Some of those spots you can like reuse in things, right? Oops, there we go, it's 4. So that's not 5. Like the trimmings, you can use some of those little extra trimmings that you get off for some of them to go to the next one, sort of thing, right? So I used a little bit of a tiny flower fabric on this one. I thought it'd be kind of cute. Oh, what you talking about there, Gwenny? Yeah, star points, anything like that, anything that has defining. That's why it's easy to do faces and characters. Fandom stitches, fandom. I feel like I'm missing something there, but it starts with Fandom Stitches. Is a website that has a mass collection of FPP, but they have like princess stars and cartoon characters and everything like that too. So right, so check them out. Can we actually get a web link for them? I looked at their website to see if I found something that I was interested in, but I didn't find anything. Fandom Stitches? Fandom in Stitches. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tracy. I knew you would know. Fandom in Stitches. That's the, I keep forgetting the in part. Cheers, everybody. There, that's me. That's me, Laura-Lynn. And this is where I hang out. That's me. Or you can call me LL. That works too. But I prefer Laura-Lynn. Alright, so where's our first piece? We need a red. A red. Okay, so if you have a hard time keeping your first piece in place, what I found was really easy to rip the stitches out afterwards. Is I kind of came in on where I needed to be, and I make sure I was on the piece of all the sides. Make sure I'm good to go here, and then just put like a tack stitch in, just that. Okay. Found the wild blocks there. Really? Which ones are there for World of Warcraft? World of Warcraft. I can't even share it. I can't can't even say what I'm talking about. All right, so this is the first piece, and then there's just going to be a background piece right here. Yes, bookcase quilt. Yeah, you got that right there, Heather. I've seen that one, and I have been iffy on that for quite some time. I've actually talked about it on stream that I wanted to do the books that I shared with my mother-in-law that we read together. She's been gone for 19 years this year, and we had a very much a love-joy relationship with books and some of the series that we read together. And I would buy them for her when they come out, or she would buy them for me when they came out. And yeah, it's just some really, really good memories for me. So to have those books. So I was going to do those books, and as well as the ones I shared with Marcus when he was a little one too, like the ones that we read together, the ones that encouraged him how to read, you know, like the Harry Potters, the Green Knight. Green Rider. What was her name? English was the last name. Something English. Was Brittany English? No. She was a good writer. I really liked her series too for young readers, but we really enjoyed it. So, and we would always pre-read the books for him. So when
Christian Britain.
Christian?
Yeah.
Christian Britain? With a K.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, she was really good. I really enjoyed hers. Her series too. Franklin and the Green Knight. Franklin. That's the turtle, right? Or is that a different Franklin? Yeah, Green Rider series was definitely one I would highly suggest to anybody, really. Like, all right, so 1, 2, 3. We need 4 as background. The only problem I had was the Horde was only 7-inch block and the Alliance was 50. What? No. We're going to have to fix that. We need a 30-inch Horde block. For the Horde! Franklin was, okay, Franklin and Turtle, yeah, definitely. It's like, I kind of remember that, but maybe it was under a different one. Yeah, that's a great website for picking up, like, FPP patterns that you may just want to do one of, like something specific as a wall hanging or a small mini quilt or something like that for, you know, someone you really care about, because there's a lot of effort that goes into those, right? They're not just, you know, 5 minutes later and you have the block done, right? Made 5 of the Horde blocks for Tyson's quilt. Nice. Did you blow it up at all or just leave it at the 7-incher? Because I probably would have tried to blow her up. Boom! Get some thorium dynamite. Let's go. Is the pieces are, yeah, that's what I mean. If you kind of blew it up a smidge, they probably wouldn't be so itty bitty. Itty bitty, teeny weeny, little bitty pieces. Okay, so here and then the other side. Bring it back. Okay, Gwenny. Be right back. That was a little snug on that one too. Right, and I need a background chunk. So what's everybody else doing today? Staying out of trouble? So I guys watching me make a lobster. A lobster. A steamed to perfection with garlic butter lobster. Does the be right back work? I will be right back. If I could. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Right. We have a few more chunks to go here. Let's save our big claw parts to the end. Other than that, we think we just have 5 little ones and the 2 claw ones. So, dropped it into a stick and took it to Staples to print. Oh, all onto a stick. Okay. Once the people say stick, I immediately think of stick shift. So I was so confused there for a moment. I'm like, what? Hey, Linda, welcome in. Hello and welcome. Thank you, April. I attempted, but can't. It is all on, oh, A1 sheets. Okay. Okay, because it was a UK pattern then. I guess you could, yeah, blow it up. It's the only other thing I could think of too. Okay, so more background. There is quite a bit of background for this because you're not only just having it behind, you have to piece it behind all the little legs of the lobster, right? Okay. Here. And then we got, first is a red piece. So let's grab something we haven't used yet. Actually, I like how those big chunks, maybe we'll save those big chunks for the claw part. Let's try a little bit of this dark color here. Is this a yes or a no? Hold on, this, yes or no? Hold on, let's show it to something that's already got some colors on it here. It's more of a kind of maroony rust. So, what do we think on that piece? Yes or no? Things may go, Things may go, I think it would still kind of go. No? Okay. All right. It's off to the side. I have tossed her. So toss that piece. Oh, yeah, sure. Please do. Please do there, Miss Tracy Albert. Drop the horde block. For the horde. Oops. That is the wrong piece. Okay, there we go. That's the piece we need. So let's flip this back, trim it up. A little finger press in here. Press it out, press it out. Okay, so that was the 2. Now we want the 3. So fold this here, trim everything else off except for 1/4 inch. Okay. Let's actually wake up our iron again here since we were gone for a smidge. Okay, press that, then trim, grab a different red, ooh, 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 it excites me, ooh, 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 it's so brightening, ooh, ooh, ooh. We all good? We're good. We're good. Yeah, they just didn't have any lobsters on their website. I went looking there first because I was like free FPP lobsters or free lobster blocks or something like that, so I could try and find a free one for everybody, but no such luck. But this one was, to me, I found the best value for dollar with getting the 4 patterns for $10 Canadian. So, and the link is in the description below if you would like to support Joe, June, and May in this beautiful block that they have made. And yeah, and Pop has actually popped it into chat a couple of times as well. So, is that here? Is that what we're gonna do? That's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Tracy Albert. And that's just one of the benefits of having Discord in our community. You can share patterns just like that. I could phone Tracy Albert like right now, or video chat with her right now if I wanted to on my phone. I just have to literally just go push like one button. I'm hoping if I called her, she would not pick up. She would at least answer, but you never know. She could be mad at me. I'm not talking to her. She went away. You can have multiple like group conversations, pull other people into a chat. You know, it's a great community. It's not as, you can still share your stuff and people can comment and so on and so forth. It's just not out to the public like Facebook is, right? So this one adds a little bit more of security. You don't even have to go with your real name if you don't want to. I'm known as Loops on Discord, so you know it's clearly what I do. A little loopy, but you know, whatever. You know, I would definitely pick up. I don't know, let's test that right now. I'm gonna call you right now. Yeah, you can have private messages, group messages, whole channel messages, like the Mama Pop Quilt Shop does when they share about like what we got going on Discord and stuff, or what we got going on the streams, or member stuff. You get member updates right away. You know, there's anything that we got going on. Okay, there's another one. Oh my gosh, he's cute. I really like that one. That's kind of like my favorite leg so far. I like that leg. That's a good leg. All right, let's find another leg to do. Okay, is this going to be a big enough piece for that? Yes, it does. It looks like it. Okay, so now we're going to go to the 2. It's labeled so easy. Like this is just section L. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just follow it in the way that they have set it up. It is so beautifully simple. If you want to try something that's a bit of a skill tester for you, then I don't think you could go wrong with, you know, if you want to try this block, or just a free FPP sort of block, right? Find something that's not too complicated. Like when he said about stars, maybe find a nice FPP star, or some trees, or something that, you know, interests you, or what you want to use for your projects. Don't be just making something for the sake of making something, right? You know, have a purpose for it. Even if it's just like a little wall hanging, or something to give somebody as a mug rug, or anything like that. And as long as you drop your stitches to a lower stitch rate, or stitch like the 1.5, 1.6. Some people just go 1.7 or whatever. I kind of drop it in between, you know, 5, 6, and 7 of the 1 point instead of the normal 2.4. It usually gets you what you need, so, which is the perforation of the paper with the needle to make it easily rippable, right? And of course, you just want to go right just to the line where it meets up with something else. Okay, so just right there. That's where we stopped, right there. Okay. Yeah, stars are good. That's, yeah, as soon as you said the stars part, because of the points, I'm like, that would be a fantastic start, beginner. And it is also America's 250th birthday this year. Doing some stars would probably be a good thing. You know, can have them as little tabletop or decorations for your house, or make them for your Christmas tree, or something just for that day. Just for the 4th. So on May 4th, we met a lovely couple that was from Northern California. One was a retired ranger, parks ranger. And the other one, I forgot what she did. Do you ladies remember? Because I don't remember right now. Anyways, they drove a camper that was called, it was an Airstream that was called, any guesses? The Aluminum Falcon. And they were huge Star Wars fans. And we met them on May 4th, which was hilarious. So we had a good time. We had a great chat. I met so many nice and wonderful people. Oops. Oh, there we go. Lost some fabric here. Un momento. Un momento, por favor. I think I need to cut some more. Yeah, the aluminum falcon was hilarious. Yeah. And when they left, like the next day, they gave us a little honk honk as they passed the the campsite. All the sites. Yeah, great day, wasn't it? It was. They were such a lovely couple. Really enjoyed hanging out with them. Oops, sorry. And they were headed back. They were coming back from a festival. I just don't remember where. And they had the cutest dog. Oh, geez, what was the name? So many cute names for dogs. I forget that one. I'm watching Star Wars right now. Isn't that funny? Small world. Yeah, the aluminum falcon. I just thought it was so funny. And the fact that we met them on May 4th, like literally, was just too funny. They were just coming back from walking the beach together, I think. So, oh no, they weren't. They were walking the paths because the dogs are not allowed on the beach. That's what it was. They were walking the path. And when I saw them the next morning as I got out of our trailer and was sitting at the picnic bench, just kind of waking up, listening to the birds and, you know, hoping no dogs were going to get coyoted. I saw them walk past and I'm like, oh, Cinder. Cinder was the dog's name. There we go, Cinder. I go, where's Cinder? And she says, oh, we were walking the beach and dogs aren't allowed on the beach. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So when I mentioned something later to Allison, she says, well, that's the first that, you know, they're probably one of the very few people that actually obey the rules. There's no dogs allowed on the beach. So, all right, so there we go. We've got all our bits covered on that one. Okay, that's another leg. Let's get working on this one right here. Shouldn't take us too much longer to finish this up here today, people. If you're okay to stick it out with me, we can do this together. Okay, so we need a blue, not a blue, a red first. Let's, here. Chewy, oh, I would have been funny. Yeah, right? No, it was Cinder. I'm pretty sure it was Cinder. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Cinder. But I have been known to be wrong before, so. Oops, I started this off all wrong here. I got the one piece wrong. Chewy, yeah, Chewy would definitely have been a perfect name for the Star Wars lovers. Okay, folding it on the 2. Okay. Yeah, just some of the nicest people just to hang out with and socialize with, and yeah, it was a really good time. Jealous of how retired people live. Completely. Sorry, dear? Hair. Oh. I'm not cutting it.
No, it's just,
I know, it's just in the way, I'm sorry.
tie it the other side.
Yeah, I may have to. It was Cinder. Okay, good. She was a beautiful dog. Very, very, like, soft and gentle, and she seemed like she was a mix of, like, a German Shepherd and something else. Like, maybe German Shepherd and Lab, or I'm not sure. But she definitely seemed like she was a mix. Oh, did I do the wrong one here? Oh, no, I didn't. Just have to get to it. Yeah, they made a tree quilt for themselves. I could probably pick it out on my phone. If you guys are interested, I could probably show you. But if you're not, I don't want to waste your time. So, a lovely tree quilt, and they wore it at their wedding ceremony. And it was the first time that one of them had ever like did any sewing, I guess to my knowledge. So it was quite an achievement for them, and they had asked people to bring fabric to their, I'm assuming maybe it was their engagement party, because they were wearing it at the wedding. So unless it was, that picture was taken after the wedding, but nonetheless, it was quite a stunning project. So very inspirational. Hey, Mr. Speedworks, how you doing, my friend? What's going on? We're making a lobster. We're making a lobster. But no garlic butter. Okay, and then got one last bit here. Got a couple more pieces. We got to do the head and the claws still. We got 4 pieces. I think, oh yeah, I think 4 pieces left to do after this. How's Mr. Speedworks today? How is the UK? Hot bother? How hot is it? No, come on. Let's not be like dramatic here, any King okay, right? Like what do you mean by being that hot? Okay, hold on. I think we're good for this. It's sweating. Oh no, really? Is it that hot there? You guys crispy crittering yourselves? What do I want here? What do I want? Tell me what I want, what I really, really want. Tell me what I want, what I really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. We need this piece. And then we'll save that piece for the other side. Okay, so this is going to be there. Way more than what we need. These are some tiny pieces. Like, look at this. How anybody's going to do this on an 8, 9, or 10 scale when this is a 12? Same tomorrow, 31 Celsius. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys are melting. What the heck? Who ordered that weather? Okay, I'm just tacking that in spot so I know when I go to do my fold for the 2 for the background here that it's not going to really shift anywhere, okay? So let's get tucked into doing the head. Okay, got a little background chunk here. Yeah, it does seem a bit warm. I mean, it was 28. I had Crohn's disease infusion, like my reflexes, on Wednesday, and poor Pop was like cooking in the car. I tell him he doesn't have to come, but he wants to be there for me as I get poked and prodded and stuff. So I appreciate it.
I want to help, but they won't let me.
And they had to take blood this time around because the Bio Advanced Clinic, they're checking to see how the medicine is doing in my body. So, and I've been kind of thinking for about the past 6 months ish now that I think my body would benefit from being on a 4-week program instead of the 6-week program. It went from the 8 to the 6, and I have a feeling that the 4 would be better, but I'm not a doctor. I just play one on YouTube, but I'm not a doctor. So it's up to them. But at least they got the information now, and I feel like I'm sorted that way. You know, I'm like, whatever. It is what it is.
Doctor Strange, LL.
Doctor Strange. That's true. No, they won't allow anybody who's not there for medical procedures to be inside the building.
So what you're saying is I have to go and get a medical condition so that they can let me in the building?
If you wish to, yeah. There was only one case that I saw that was different, where the parent came with and it was because it was a child, and I'm sure she was maybe only 16 or 17 or something like that. She was, so I'm assuming she was just underage, and not underage, but you know what I mean. Not to be without a parent for the facilities. Is that going to be? Okay, all right. There's one more. Here's the other face. What did I use for the first part? Hold on. I lost my face. All right, no, this part. Here we go. I lost my face. Even when it's like freeze your bum off cold outside, it's no. They don't allow anybody. And it's kind of like we're in a vulnerable situation too. Like we're hooked up to, 2 IVs, and it's not fun to, see people in a position where they're not comfortable with, hold on, that they're under, stress or discomfort. And they tried to take the blood out of this one, but blew the vein, as you can see right there. But then it became, oh, well, we're going to try it out of this one. And then they still kind of blew the vein. But at least they got blood. That wasn't a stone. They got blood. But I mean, this one, when she puts it in, and then she goes, oh, the vein moves. So she's just rolling her finger across the needle top to roll my vein into place to try and get it to work. That was fun. Not. Let's not do that again. Like, there's a hard pass on that one. They come to your house to do them in the U.S. at least in... Oh, really? Yeah, no, they don't here. I gotta go there. I think maybe if I had, like, small people to look after and stuff, that they might. I know they have had nurses to go with that, but you kind of have to pay them. So... I would prefer to be done in my own house, for sure. Yes, of course. But that is not going to be the case. And I always feel bad for Pop sitting out there, either roasting or freezing, so... Oh, you mean the rolling of the veins? Yeah, that was like... And then she's like, are you okay? I'm like, what am I supposed to say at this point? No? I'm like, no, just be tough, Laura-Lynn. Just be tough. The sooner you don't say nothing, the sooner it'll be over. That's what I had in my brain. That's what was going down. Don't say anything. It'll be over faster. So we got our 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we do. Got all our 4 spots here. Okay. So, like, again, we're just rough cutting our pieces here. Okay. You see that there? We're just rough cutting. I did do a little tack stitch here, so that's why that white thread is there, but we'll rip it out once it's all put together, okay? So, no worries. Okay, so that's our face done. Now we just need, I believe, is just our 2 claws to do. our 2 claws to do. Okay? So just those guys left. Pop! Chuckling over
My
there.
camera.
Well, I've got like a couple that just like to like, they're curvy. They're not straight. So yeah, they roll them in place a few times. Yeah, that's quite the challenge, Gwenny. I hear you. Oh yeah, they did both of mine. They both blew the veins. Yeah, and of course it just aches. Your arm just kind of aches, right? But you don't want to be a wuss about it. So just suck it up. What else are you gonna do? All right.
Complain.
So pardon?
Complain.
Complain to who? Who's gonna listen?
Apparently everybody on YouTube.
Well, that's why I'm complaining to them. I appreciate you hearing me out. Listening to me whine. About being poked. Okay, so we got our A1 piece. I'm just gonna tack it in place. I told the nurse when I had my second child, and after her doing 3 tries to get my IV in, I asked for the charge nurse. Charge nurse got it in the first try. I'm normally quite patient, and you know, we'll give people the benefit of the doubt. But the worst situation was the night that I had the emergency surgery, and my innards were, you know, bursting all over the place. What was it? 18 tries?
Yes.
18 tries to get the IV into me, but I was extremely dehydrated and like literally was on death's door. So, and I'm kidding you not. It was quite a very scary situation, and I could see the look of panic in their eyes too. They had to get this done or I was gone, right? So, and it took one guy that, and Jean-Pierre, and he took the smallest baby butterfly IV and managed to get it into me. So, and then from there it was like I got to rest a smidge until surgery. So I was waiting for my doctor to get some sleep. Well, yeah. Well, unfortunately, you got no choice, right? Most of the ladies at the Bio Advanced Clinic in Truro are very, very, very nice and polite, and not there to cause you any more issues than you're already going through. Sorry, I had to take a phone call that lasted a little too. Well, no worries, Miss Nadine. Hope everything's okay with you and the fam jam. I hope everyone of the mothers out there, or the dads that be moms too, had a great Mother's Day. I was with some lovely ladies in a very public place with lots of other lovely ladies, and we had an amazing time. So, as much as I missed hanging out with Marcus for Mother's Day, that was the first one I've ever missed of a Mother's Day with Marcus. So it felt a little odd, but I also knew that he knew I was going to be out having a great time with a bunch of other people. So we were going to go out for breakfast on Sunday morning, but I was just so mentally and physically like exhausted. I didn't even know which way I was going. So it was just a ugh. I'm just here. I hate IVs, I really do. Just got done with blown veins. Yeah. And they hurt. That's the thing. It's the ache afterwards of the blown veins, right? Okay, is this going to be enough? Are you going to be enough? I'm going to hope so. Are you in the right order, though? No, you're not. Nope. I skipped ahead and I shouldn't have. Back the boat up, buddy. Not a bigger boat, just back the boat. We're not going to need a bigger boat. We're only hunting lobsters. Unless they're great white lobsters.
Really? Really? Not Nothing like the great white lobster.
The great white lobster. Yes, dear, be wary of the great white lobster. All right, where are we at here? Number 5. Johnny, number 5.
From lobsters to Johnny. There's nothing paralleling those.
Did you really? It's always nice to be missed. Alright, AC. We're just building out claws right now. We got two claws to build. We're almost done the first one. We just got a few more bits and bobs to do. And then we're going to go to the next one. Oh yeah, pick line. Oh yeah, I was actually kind of surprised when they left my pick line in for as long as they did, but they were really, they actually thought I was going to be back, right? Because just the way the innards were, and they had to sew bad innards to good innards sort of thing. So she was pretty confident that I was going to be probably returning for more surgery. So happy to say that never happened. I told my body, no way, smarten the frick up right now because we don't want to be here and we don't want that again. So I think it listened.
Sure it did.
Are you going to make a white lobster? I just might, Lori. I just might. And a great white lobster. I have to put a fin on it though. Where should I put the fin? Where do I gotta put the fin on the great white lobster? So you can see how the claw is coming together right now.
The great white lobster is Laura-Lynn's Moby Dick.
Okay, 7, and then we go 8 here. We could just take this piece that we just trimmed off and put it right there. Should be fine. Should be enough. It's all those little angly bits that give it the defining look. So look at my, I got crispy crittered when on Mother's Day when we were out in the sun, and now I'm like peeling like a lizard. I got both of them were like that. I got like 2 colors, you know, so. Blue bag, I have that as an option to the boys for the second one. I said, should I do it white like I did the first one so it really stands out? Or should I do it like a dark blue background or whatever? And they were just like, you know, whatever you want. And I'm like, okay. So I did what I wanted. I just did the same. Since one of these is going to be given away. So. But like I said, we'll do that closer to the time it is lobster festival time. So, which is like in a week or so. I mean a month, but not a week. That's background. That's not big enough. Need more. Need more background. Here. Go a little past. 9, and then we got 10 and 11. No, Cindy. Pop says no. We can't do that. Marshmallow. Yeah, same. Same. Marshmallow and lobster. Definitely. A big chunk of this because it's got to go all the way this way. so that I cut a big enough piece. See how you are? I don't know, see how you are. What's going on? I'm confused. I'm confused by the comment.
Did you have jet lag?
I'm sorry?
Did you have jet lag?
Yes. I'm sure that was the Sunday, Monday, trying to catch up. And the fact, like, again, I was just days away from infusion treatment, so trust me, my body was desperately looking for it. It was very much a sad case on several times. All right, there's one craw, and we just need one more to make here. Okay, we've got all of our bits so far. Let's kind of just pop them in a pile here. One I need to fix. This one I need to fix. I need to take this piece off, so we'll have to do that before we put all these other guys together. Okay, these are all the ones that we have things attached to it. I put them over here. Okay. Right. Let's have some tea. Cheers. I do have some dark, well, I wouldn't say dark blue, but I'd say medium-y blue fabric that would have looked nice for the background because it had some dots on it. I think I used it for building Maurice Charles. Yeah, I missed this one here. Oops, sorry, my bad. I missed P5 for some reason. So we got to go back here, square that off, put in P5, and then continue on with the rest of the colorations here, because somehow I missed it. You're out of here? Okay, do you want to say bye to the peeps?
Bye to the peeps.
Bye to the peeps. Pops is leaving the shops. Pops is leaving the shops. It's just you and me.
Watching.
But he's watching. Oh, there we go. Hot chocolate cheers from you. Oh, no, you're drinking chocolate? What the heck, Lori? What is going on? What is happening, Lori Clark? What you got going on with the hot chocolate? Okay, now I'm missing the piece that I had. I don't know where it went. That wasn't it, was it? I don't know now. I don't know now. I don't know. No, it definitely wasn't that. Here. Oh, there it is. Haha. There we go. He's going back in the house to work on something else. All good. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Pop that back there. Bop, 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 bop. It is a lobster. There we go. And it's in the description below. We're making a scrappy one, and we're almost done. We have one more claw to put together out of all the scrappy bitty bobs of fabric. And oh, they're handmade by Ying with Donna. How are you doing? How's it going with you and the fam jam? Okay, so starting off again on one, we're going to do this piece right here. It's a great way to use up your scrappy bits. to do FPP. Again, it is a very fabric consuming sort of project. So I know, it makes me hungry too. It's almost lobster season here in Nova Scotia, so almost it's coming up. So we doing a nautical theme for this whole year. We've done a big anchor and a compass and fishy backpack using half square triangles. I think we've had a good time so far this year. Okay, so back here, so there's the first piece right there, red, and I just tacked it into place. So I'm gonna fold it again, fold it on the B2, and from that I need a background piece. But I need to make sure this piece is in line so I can do that. Where are our other little bits of pieces? There's so much left over from doing FPP. It's quite... If you like doing other little scrappy bits with your fabric afterwards, it's going to be amazing for you. But if you don't know what to do with the extra bits, then you're going to need to find somebody or just toss them out and don't tell. Yeah, we haven't streamed in a month because I was away hanging out and visiting and doing fan meetup and teaching and talking and all sorts of stuff in California. Had a fabulous time. So this is my first chance back to hang out with everybody. Here. That should cover it. Cold and rainy here till tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we've got, I think 4 days of rain coming up for us as well. So, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one is so easily labeled. You literally just follow it all the way, number sequence, all the way. Okay, so now this is a background piece. We need to make sure it's a big enough chunk for that. Lobster fact, pregnant females get a V clipped in their tails when caught by fishermen. This helps the population. It is too. It is. They get a little notch right out right here. I'll show you actually. Right here in the bottom of the tail. They usually get a little pop out. Just a little clip. It doesn't hurt them. So, but it's a good indicator of seeing them when they're like in a trap or whatever, that you know you got females loaded in there. Yeah, exactly. Loaded. Fully loaded. All right, where's the 5? There's the 5. Okay, so it's the last of the big meaty claw here. We don't need all of that, but we're going to use it anyways because this is the last part we need for the claw, and then we'll just trim up what we don't need. Okay. Hold on. Tomorrow's actually supposed to be the warmest that we're gonna have here for a good week or so. Bring this up a smidge here. All right, so we are at we did the 5. Now we need the 6, which is all background. Again, using our ruler and scooching it over so that the fold of the fabric is on the quarter inch, and we're allowing for the seam allowance fabric, okay? Do we have any background chunks small enough for that spot? Maybe. Let's give this a go. Let's give this one a go. It's supposed to be a high of like 19 Celsius tomorrow, so it's only like a high of like 13 or 12 or something like right now. It's not. It's perfect. It's lovely spring Nova Scotia weather, so we like that. We just don't want summer too soon. All right, so we got that's B6. Now we got B7. Okay. Under the B7. And again, all this leftover bits is all just background fabric, okay, that we're filling in. I just want to make sure I didn't have any big chunks hiding over here. Doesn't look like it. You do use quite a bit of background fabric, so there's no like real fabric measurements on this, but just beware that, you know, you are using quite a bit, okay? All right, what am I doing here? I need this, okay, here. The 7, okay. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, and then we got 8. Desk here. Trimming this for 8. That was done by one of my very ill periods. Once I was, well, I put it aside. It reminded me of bad times, so I'm glad you're finishing. Oh! Oh, nice! Nice. Well, not that the fact that you had bad times, but the fact that someone else is finishing your project. Awesome. Did I get a big enough chunk? It looks like I did. I did. All right, couple more pieces, and then we got to trim these all up. Well, we're not that much warmer than you there, Lori Clark, strangely enough. So, okay, now we got 9, 10, and 11. Okay, and those are just all background pieces. I do have, remember the fabric that I used inside of my fishy backpack with the lobsters and stuff? Hold on, let me grab it here. Doo-doo. This one right here. I thought about using that as my background, but I just thought too many cuts in between mussels and shrimps and stuff like that is just going to be like a little crazy. So I thought, no, we'll keep it as a nice, simple, consistent background with not too much activity going on in it. So it didn't seem like it was going to be overwhelming to anybody. You know. Is that going to be enough to flip it? I think so. I think so. That was piece 9. And then piece 10. And then 11. Then we'll trim them up all the way around to giving that 1/4 inch seam allowance for every single piece. And then, hold on, is that going to be a big, is that going to do it? I don't know. Sometimes. Could make a cool lobster, though, with a light background. You mean, like, there is a blue lobster out there. There's even a golden lobster, and there's actually one that's gold and blue. It's half and half. Literally straight down the center of the lobster is one half is blue and the other half is gold. It's kind of, I think the gold ones they consider like the albino lobsters, I think. And we have had some, like, 1 in a couple million sort of chances of getting these lobsters here in Nova Scotia. they pop up on the news. So. And I think one went into a museum, like a water museum. It's living its happy life, I'm sure. Okay, last chunk here. I think this is the last bit for this lobster. Let's trim out all our pieces and clean up our mess. Okay, there's another little claw. Okay. All right, so first off, let's get our pieces. That should be everybody is over there. Second off, let's clean up the fabric extra mess. Okay, including, but not including the pencil. Okay, so here. So we're gonna make another one of this, but just Scrappy. So let's see how she turned out. Okay, let's make sure we got everybody else kind of off to the side here. Okay, and I'm gonna get my bigger cutting mat right here, this one right here, to be able to trim out all my pieces. Okay, so here I am. Here's the end of my pattern. Here is my seam allowance. So against this dotted line is where I'm going to trim. Okay, so give me some time to trim them up. We are going to make a little bit of fabric and paper mess in the meantime. But it's better to have it all kind of sorted in one section as you do it all. So I'm hoping it turned out kind of cool because I only put a little bit of thought into a couple of the pieces. But other than that, she's rolling in Mother Nature's world right now. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about these little edges here that need to be trimmed until I need to trim them up, and I'll just do them with a pair of scissors, okay? Let me put my goggles on so I can see a little bit more clearly. Hope you're all having a great Saturday, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. You could be anywhere else and doing anything else, and you're hanging out here, and I appreciate that. So does Pop, and so does Marcus. Okay, so we're just going to flop our pieces just underneath the sewing machine to keep them there for now. Going to trim everybody up. Not worrying about the corner bits yet. Okay, so I could do that with a pair of scissors. This one was also just a wee bit shy on the paper there, so just make sure you're using the proper, spacing of your ruler to give you the seam allowance, okay? It was just a couple of those little pattern pieces that you needed to kind of watch out for. But they didn't have quite their corner edge piece. And I know I had my paper scissors here too, but I feel I've lost them. I don't know where. And we have definitely a variety of reds, from like a dark burgundy kind of red to an orange kind of red, almost like a pumpkin-y kind of color. So hoping it looks okay throughout. So. Thanks, Shelly. I appreciate it. You guys are the highlight of my day, too. Okay, These ones are already trimmed because those are the bigger background pieces that I did that first. Because I'm like, it didn't really seem to make sense to kind of do that on stream. It was pretty basic. So, but again, this pattern is done by Joe, June, and May. It is in the description below. It has been shared in the chat earlier in the chat. So check it out. It is not free, but it is a pattern that I feel is well worth the funds. And you get 4 different sizes of the FPP. You get 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch for your lobster sizes. Okay. So that can do from a nice mug rug to a little hot pad or something else, you know, to a nice size, you know, pillow that, you know, or small wall hanging or small quilt or whatever you want to turn it into. Yes, you can do it, and it is relatively easy. I've tried to explain that in the, you know, past, you know, years of doing FPP on YouTube, that it is, as long as you follow the basic steps and wrapping your brain around that you have to put the wrong sides of the fabric together, and you're sewing on the wrong side of the back side, like the underside of the fabric to, or sorry, the pattern to sew the fabric, right? So that's the hardest part, is you're so used to sewing on the fabric itself, you're just sewing on paper, but the fabric is attached to the paper. But that's what gives those precise points, and you won't get it any other way. That's the thing. A lot of people use, for making the trees, the flying geese, a few of those blocks that some people normally would struggle on losing the tips of, like the tip of the tree or the tip of the star or, you know, what have you. They'll do it in an FPP form, and it's so much more precise and beautiful. Unfortunately, again, there's time and fabric wastage, right? So I wouldn't say time waste, but it is a time sink, right? So. Just a few more trimmings, and then we're good to lay it out to see what it'll look like. Though we can set it up, see what she's going to be looking like. And I guess we could take that moment if we wanted to change a fabric. Not that I feel it would be an easy change, but we could change something if we needed to. So. She threw up everything when she left, so glad she's back. What? Threw it? What? What's going on? And of course, what you want to do with the other leftover bits is completely up to you. I was just like, did I miss something there? No, I didn't. It's just hiding. Does anybody have any questions that I may help with or answer? It doesn't necessarily have to be about FPP. If you've got a question, we've got lots of knowledgeable people in our chat that I'm sure if you had a question, and there's no stupid question because you don't know the answer until you know the answer, so please don't think a question is stupid. There isn't a stupid question. Unless you clearly already know the answer and you're just, you know what I mean? That can't be a silly question, but the worst that happen is when you sew too small of a piece in a spot, but you can't remove it or just add another piece. Yeah, you just kind of adapt, right? So like I did that on that one part of the section of the tail. It was like, oh, that's a little bit shy there. Well, I'm just going to go add a chunk instead of taking it apart and trying to redo it, right? It'll add an extra fold in the fabric, so maybe it'll add some more detail to the tail. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know until we're getting there. All right, so there's our bits, I think. And this is just what I have trimmed up, okay? And I left it like rough. Left those places rough, right? Like to trim out, okay? And I did change my blade to my paper piecing blade. Okay. I'm not going to show you where I put that because you don't need to know. Okay, hopefully I did everybody. All right, let's find our layout here. Okay, it's got our... okay, we're going to lay it out this way. And then we'll flip it over. Okay, so just give me a moment. Just give me a wee moment. Okay. This is J, and this is O, and oops, there we go, here, and this one is I, so it goes down over here. This is N, goes down over here. This is G. This is H. And then we've got F and Q. Here's our two faces. E, C. There we go. Oh, here, where's our scissors? Oh, there they are. They're right. Hey, Sylvia, back. How you doing? How you doing? We just got a couple little bits to trim here. Okay. And another queen of FPP there, Miss Sylvia back. She has a channel here on YouTube called You Me FPP, and she's been doing a whole stitch for the month of May. She's been doing some beautiful stuff. She did an under the sea stitch project, and that was stunning. Truly, truly love that. Why is that all weird? Okay, so there you go. That's you. And that's you. Okay. And then you go up here. And then got the faces. Okay. All right. So now we're going to flip these pieces over so we can just see them. Okay. So here we're going to go here and here. Okay. And then we're going to go here and here. Okay. And then we're going to move our face. So this was C. So this would go here. And this would go here. Okay. And then this and this get flipped and flipped. And these get flipped and flipped. And these get flipped and flipped. And these get flipped and flipped. Flipped and flipped. Flipped and flipped. Okay, what do we think? Is he a cute little lobster? He still needs to be kind of put together, but you get it. Oh, he looks pretty. You think it's a ladybag typing? What? Doing better at flare. Oh, arthritis. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Actually, hold on. Maybe. Do they do it? No, no, they don't. They don't go that way. They go that way. He does look cute. Okay, so now we're going to put them together, and it tells you exactly how to do like one side and then the next, okay? So it tells you right now is to put A and D, add A and D, and then add section C. Okay, so where's A and D, and then C? What is that C? Nope. C. There we go. Okay. So it'll be here, here, and I believe it's there for that part of the face. New video uploaded by Allison just now. Oh, awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay, so just to make sure that those are correct. Yes, it does. It looks that way. We take it under and we sew, even right through the paper, okay? Chucky Lobster. See you, Chucky? Okay, and then we've got this piece. Okay, just make sure we're doing it right. And it goes there. Yes. Okay. He's definitely unique because we made him Scrappy. So that was Chad's choice to make him Scrappy. Okay, so that is, okay, so a claw, an arm, and part of his face, okay? All right, just trying to make sure we're not losing that too much, okay? And then what we want to do next is add G, H, and I sections together, which should be, is that the side? Yeah, G, H, and I, which is the legs, the leggy parts here, okay? So we've got G, G matches to H, H matches to I. So we'll put those three together like that, okay? So line that up and then just stitch on down. If you want, you can remove the paper as you go, but, you know, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so we got G, H, and I. There we go. Okay, now let's see what it says. Add sections K, J, and Q. Okay, so K, J, J, K, and Q. Okay, so this one. Sure this is going in the correct direction. Yes, it is. Here we go. Line that up. And then we will add J, K, J, just a tiny bit of shift in here. There we go. The K. Okay, it's coming together. Okay, so that goes that side. Okay, there. And then we were gonna do the J, right? Okay, because it's going here. So we need to add that to here. That's our big chunk of background. Yeah, definitely leave on the, well, yeah, leave the papers on till the end. Yeah, seam ripping, that sort of thing. But I mean, if you're pretty confident you got it all, you know, and I guess that's up to you. Okay, so here, hold up, no. Where are we going here? I feel like we've already got lost. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Nope. It's at the bottom. Hold on here. Having a brain fart. Oh, that's right. Okay. It's all good. Okay, just pull that paper just a little bit back to line it up. Oops, come back, you. Come back, you. Just trying to line a little bit of a seam there up. Okay. Sorry. Definitely shifted on that. That's okay. All right. And then the tail right here. Okay, right there. So that's half the lobster right there. I don't like how this has shifted though. So I am going to do a little seam ripper and see if I can get that to pay a little bit better attention, because he did kind of slip. So, and I don't like that happened. I did notice it happened a little bit on the first one, but I thought maybe it was just like a me issue, but I think now it's just I didn't set it correctly in there. So where's my glasses? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tack stitch right at the end of this part of where the head is. Tack it into place where it's supposed to be on the pattern, like right here. So I'm just going to do a little right there, just to hold her steady, okay? Then back together here, because I was losing a bit of my head by that shifting. Okay, let's see if that goes better. Much. There we go. Because we had a huge big gap right there, so that is much better. So there's our half a body, and then we can put our little tail right here. And we're just going to do the other half just like that. There we go. Got a half a lobster for you. Half a lobster for you. Okay, just do a little finger press on some of these seams to get it a relatively flatty-ish. And then we're going to put the other set together. Okay. As soon as I can find all my parts. Okay. Okay, now we need A, D, and C. We already did that together. B, F, and E. Okay, so here's the B. Here's the F. Uh-oh. Oh, here's the F. B, F, E. Hold on. B, F, E. Here we go. Okay. So here's the B. This is the way the F goes, and then this is the way the face goes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Moving on the bottom right. Right. Yeah, they got some. Looks like some nice shows going on for the Lobster Festival here. So, is that the right path? Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay. So line those two up. They have a like a community center thing going on here. I think, what was it, the 20th of June or something? They have, like, you know, pick up lobster lunch. So I'm like, yes, please. We're picking up a lobster lunch. Back underneath the sewing machine, adding the face. You can be that good at English foundation paper piecing. You can. Don't sell yourself short. Please don't. Okay. Trust me, if this little chicken nugget can do it, anybody can. Anybody can. I am not the sharpest tool in the shed or the brightest light on the Christmas tree, and I can figure it out. So, okay. So don't hold yourself back. No, I have not there, Miss Sylvia. I have not. It is still in my emails. Okay, now we need the P, L, and O, I think. L, M, N. Okay, so L, M, and N. Okay, so... hold on, up here. That way? Okay, so this way. M. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, let's sew those together. One's going up, one's going down, one's going down. Okay, good. Such a cute chicken nugget. Yeah, sure. You're the only one that thinks I'm a cute chicken nugget, okay? This one here, and then we will add the body, and then the spatial background, and then the tail. Okay, and now we're going to attach the body part to the little leggy part that we just did. Right? Yes. Yes. No, it's just this one project, but you totally could. No, we've got, I still have another anchor to finish, like the one that I didn't finish before I left. So I still have that whole piece to do as well. So there we go. Yes, we do. Okay, so here, this to this, and then the tail, and then that is the two halves. completed. Okay, so that's that and that, and then we are going to add, hold on, this to that, and then that to this. Okay, right here. Hey, Sammy D, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. It is 10 to 4. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me a little extra longer today. Normally we only go about 2 hours. But I knew today, this project, how long it took me to work out yesterday of how long it was going for me to take today. So I kind of did a guesstimate estimate of about 4 hours. So I think that was a pretty good guess. About three and a half hours, actually, I said, but I figured I'd probably be more chattier. So I was allowing for extra chat time. Okay, now we have the 2 halvers doner. Just gonna put a little heat loving on those seams for a second. Okay. Okay, and then same with this guy. I've seen a number of quilts done FPP flowers. Yes, oh for sure, because the flowers are so precise. They actually look like real flowers. You know, not that something that came out of like a kid's coloring book or something, right? Hey, there we go. Pop those 2 together. We got ourselves a lobster. Looks cute. Okay, so let's try and line up some seams here. Okay. Try and flip and flop, floppy flip, 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 flippy flop. I do put a pin in at those seams because they are kind of crucial. It's like the heads are meeting up and the bodies are meeting up. You don't really want to be risking it for no biscuit on those particular seams. So try your absolutely bestiest to line them up a bit better. Thank you, Laura. I missed you guys too. I really did. But I was happy that quite a few of you came and helped supported Miss Allison's channel when we did several live streams, just like random for fun and just having a good time. So I appreciate you coming and helping and hanging out and visiting all of us over on Allison's. So. And of course, I'm always sending you guys big hugs. Just know it's going to take quite a bit of material and about 3 hours of your time to do one block. Okay, so if you want to do a 20 or a 10 block quilt, then no, it's going to take you that long to do it. Okay. Yeah, I like risking it for the biscuit. Me too, especially if it's a digestive chocolate covered biscuit. Ta-da! We got perfect like a little maple leaf right on the tail there. Nice. And then there's just a couple little spots here where I did some tack stitches just to keep those bits and bobs in their proper spot. So the lobsters do not have white thread for eyeballs here. It is just a couple of my tack stitches, keeping everything copacetically cool. Okay. So here she is, or he is, or whatever they is, lobster person. Not the great white lobster. He does look pretty amazeball, let me tell you. I'm glad we did him Scrappy. Thank you, everybody, in the beginning of the stream who helped make the decision of Scrappy or just plain. It wasn't plain red fabric. It had a bit of a marbly kind of texture-y kind of to it. But it still would have made a lovely lobster. But, again, you know me. I love me Scrappy, so I'm all up for making a Scrappy lobster. One will be given away. The other one we will keep in the shop here as a little, mascot to Nova Scotia. A giveaway maybe next weekend. We'll see. Our system that we normally had running off of Windows now runs off of Linux, and we're trying to figure out how we can do the giveaways via the Linux and not the Windows, because most of the stuff is in the Windows app. So, okay. Thank you very much. That is lobster number 1, and then here is lobster number 2. And of course, depending on how you flip them and flop them and how you make them is going to determine the factor of how they look, right? So, put them this way, put them that way, put them all going the one way. We're doing a lobster march. We're all protesting with angry arms in the air. Ah! You do you. There she is. There's the Sophie Loafy. She's the star of the show. Miss Gwenny or any of one of our other moderators, or even Pop if he's listening, could you please find Miss Alicene's Stitchin' channel and pop it into the chat there? So she just has a new VOD update apparently. So that would be kind of cool to go and help and support her channel, please. Okay. So there's the 2 lobsters. Yeah, ta-da. Yeah, Al is seen stitching. Al is seen stitching. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions I could do for you? Oh, okay, now I can tame my hair again. Oh. Ta-da! And take the headband off. Oh. You recognize some of those fabrics? There's some cute ones in there. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me, right? That definitely would be a lobster. Okay, any questions? Did you find Allison's channel there, Shelly? Pass the butter. They do look good, don't they? Okay. Oh, all right. Good enough. Good enough for the boy I run with. Thank goodness. I think you got like some fabric in here that you shouldn't have got in here. Somehow got like, it's got stuck in here somehow. Okay. Nonetheless, super cute lobster. Scrappy lobster. Other orangey red lobster. Description pattern is in the description below. Awesome. Thank you, Shelly. Perfect. Highly suggest this one. I probably will end up doing it as a quilt project. So the one that I have left over that doesn't get one will be the start of the next quilt project for that. So other than that, we will see you on Wednesday. It'll be a member Zoom. I'm not sure if we'll go live for that one. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Other than that, it'll be a member Zoom where I'm working on the member project. Maybe 11 Atlantic, okay, on Wednesday. So, but watch for the channel for the update, okay? If there's no other questions, then I will say goodbye, good afternoon, have the rest of the weekend, enjoy yourself. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and I appreciate your company. I said to Papa would do a nice little bib, or it's a bow tie, or like a tie. It's a lobster tie. Yes, enjoy the rest of the weekend. You too there, Pat Rima Schneider. It could be. Love you lots too, Deborah Davidson. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us in California. When I was when Lois and Tracy and myself or down there. I know Allison's always there, but still, and she was there too. Okay. Okay, bye everybody. Have fun. We'll see you on the next one. Other than that, we'll see you next weekend, where I'm hopefully we'll finish the other anchor that I need to do. If not, we'll be having our new project. Okay. So, be good. Till next time. Adios.